am I living my dream? That is a great question. And for me, one that I can answer yes.
What will happen if you knock that man out?
I am living my dream. What got me to this point is a long road. But to tell you I am living my dream, I'm telling you the absolute truth. My dream is different than your dream. I don't know what your dream is, but my dream is I'm passionate about filmmaking, storytelling, working with others. That is my passion. That is my dream. It has been my dream since 11th grade. Journalism, we had it 1 year in Chillicothe, Texas. Miss Justice taught it. And I was able to pick up a camera. I wrote my first script there, never did anything with it. I tried to shoot a deal. I didn't know how to edit. I didn't know what editing was. I had no clue. I was filming the football games, but that's when I fell in love with it. This guy, this is my junior year, my junior prom. This is right after I had tried to shoot my first story. That guy. Am I living my dream? And I look at him and I go, you got a long road, buddy, but you're living your dream. And for me, it really kicked into high gear after high school. There was no YouTube. There's no internet. This is 1985. There is none of that stuff. And I got very fortunate that I got to be on the last 3 seasons of Walker. I was an extra utility stunts. I did a lot of stuff. I met somebody through playing ball, and one thing led to another. And I always believe in opportunities, timing, and reason. To me, everything happens for a reason. Timing is, crucial. And I'm here because of timing, and everything happens for a reason. And the good Lord. But I started really living my dream in 2000 at 32 years old. I'm at Phoenix. I'm at Rawhide. I meet a dude, George Nelson. He's a stunt coordinator at an old Western show, kind of like Six Flags here in Texas, but not quite as big. And we created a production company, and we've done a ton of stuff. And that led me to the first time picking up a camera, writing down my shots. And it was basically a little Western short one night after being on set. That was a lot of fun. All those stunt guys, my buddies, Luke, Paul, Loco, stayed around and helped. I think George shot the camera for me and Melissa. But that's when I fell in love. I didn't want to do anything else. I didn't know what to do, but I didn't want to do anything else but create and entertain. I've always been an action guy, and I have loved it. And I remember choreographing fights in my bedroom with a big old tall pillow, throwing punches and picking it up and slamming it. And that's kind of what I always wanted to do. Was I wanted to be the guy that would take a beating, because that's what seemed the most to me. I wanted to be a stunt guy. And how do I create and be a stunt guy? And we just started doing it. I mean, we made some crappy movies. Then I look back now and I go, especially talking to people that have the ability with all the gear that's around now. You have no excuses now. And I go back and I look and I go, man, we shot on a Panasonic 100A and Panasonic 100B and tapes, and microphones wasn't great. Our budgets were super small. Everybody worked for food. But it was the greatest time of learning your craft. I was living my dream. And I think people get caught up in, well, you're not successful. I don't see your name with Tom Cruise. You've produced films. I don't see your Jerry Bruckheimer. I don't see your mansion. And I go, I never chased the dollar. I wanted to make money 100%. But if I was chasing the dollar, I would have stopped after the first one did nothing. I would have stopped after the first one did absolutely nothing. And the distributor went, yeah, it's cool, but we don't want it. But I didn't. And I never have. And I don't think I ever will. So as I kept going, I need to get better. I need to get better. I need to get better. Things shifted. The internet shows up. 2000, I think 15. Oh no, 2008 or 9, we moved back to Texas. And we've already made 2 movies. I made a series on TV in Phoenix called The Unjust. And all this is self-done. Nobody came aboard and went, hey man, we're gonna help you. We're gonna give you money. We did all this on a shoestring budget and a lot of good friends and a lot of good people. And that's why I feel like when people go, are you living your dream? I go, yes, 100%. I'm not chasing after anything. I wake up thankful to be able to go create today. Now, every day I don't create, but this does. And that's what I'm trying to push to these younger guys that I work with. You want instant gratification. You want $1 million for something. You want, if I shot it, it should be up in lights. It's on Amazon. How come I'm not rich? I can't tell you that's going to happen. I've put a lot of things on Amazon. Here's 2 of my short films that were on there. And it was crazy because it was just in the time right when they changed their streaming policy format to where you had to have more streams to get 10 cents. And it's okay. But man, it's hard for me to believe that I would ever stop this dream because of money. Because then it's not a passion, it's not a dream. It's just getting up and going to work. And that's the one thing I never want to do. I never want to get up and go to work because that's not a dream to me. I have to do it. And there's times I still have to do it, and it's fine. It's part of life. But the dream is to keep creating. Somebody asked me, they're like, well, dude, you're 57 now. When does this stop? You're shooting short films. You've launched a company. When does this stop? And I went, it'll never stop. I love what I do. I love where I'm at. I love the people I work with. And it's to me, the Adam Sandler, Clint Eastwood type of feel. I want to work with the same people. I want to create. And to me, you just never know. The one thing I can say with social media is you never know. You never know what's going to connect with somebody, what's going to click, what's going to be your viral moment. But I can't chase a viral moment. That's a waste of my time. I want to wake up and create. And if you think about it, that this kid right here, man, he had no idea the journey he was about to be on. Not one clue. He had no idea. This is almost 40 years of chasing this dream, living this dream. I'm just living it a long time. But he had no idea what was in store. And I look back and I go, golly, man, I don't know if I would change anything. I wouldn't change anything. I don't think I would have learned to be a better filmmaker, a better editor. I wouldn't have learned how to color. I wouldn't have learned how to light. I wouldn't have learned how to audio needs to sound better. I would have learned none of that. I feel like I have put in a lot of work. And I say this meaning it like I have put in a lot of work and I validated myself. I'm proud of myself. I'm happy with what I've done. I'm happy that I've taken the beating and done the action scenes and done the movies and done this and this and this, but I'm proud of me. And I think that's the biggest thing I try to, when working with younger kids and stuff today, or younger stunt guys, or telling stories is, hey man, don't be Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is Tom Cruise. You be you. Be happy with you. Work on you, your craft. I've taught so many fight scenes and choreographed stuff, and it's so much fun. And the guy goes, man, I know how to do it. And I'm like, no, you don't. And once they see it, they're like, I thought I knew how to do it. And I'm like, hey man, this is a learning process till you stop doing what you're doing. For me, I'm still learning. I've learned so much from 15-year-olds on the internet how to do better editing, better color, better sound. And I'm thankful for that. So thankful. I want to be a sponge. I just want to keep learning. I want to keep telling stories. And as I move forward, I want to continue to help others see that maybe you don't have to go on a 40-year journey. Maybe you can live your dream faster with technology, with people that are willing to help you get there, people that are like, hey, use the tools that you have, the internet, the social media, to grow your following. We just did a Western 2 years ago on Amazon, Bite the Dust. As you see, I'm getting beat up right now. And it was awesome. It didn't do us any good. It didn't buy me this house. It didn't do any of that. It was something that we did. We learned a lesson. It's part of the business. And now we're trying to we're back into the raising money era of that. And that's the other thing is you got to be willing to do the show and you got to be willing to do the business. And sometimes the business isn't fair. Sometimes the business just isn't fair. That's why I really feel like this led to what Waco Wood is and what I am doing now and why I want to showcase others and why I want to condense my stories down to 10 to 15 minutes, basically short films. And I feel like it's because of the world's attention span. Everybody's looking for the next new thing. If it's too long, I'm not going to give you a chance. I have to binge it as well. So what I decided to do when I started this Waco Wood clothing line was I believe everybody's time is valuable. And when I say valuable, I mean if you come out and work I feel like I deserve to pay you. It might be $25. It might be $50. It might be $100. But the actor and the stunt guy are going to get the same. I didn't get that luxury. I remember working 16-hour days for $50 as an extra. And I didn't get to learn nothing. These were on big sets. I had to sit over there in that corner and just watch. I want to teach. I want you to see why. I want to say, hey, you have an opportunity. Take this opportunity. Some people that want to act or do local theater, and I've used a ton of those guys, are amazing, don't want to leave and go to Broadway, don't want to leave and go to LA or New York to throw their name in a hat, and hopefully it's drawn to where they go, hey, you know what? Now you get your chance, but you've been here 10 years. I don't want that for people. I want to give them the opportunity here. That's why I sell merch, t-shirts, hoodies, hats, because that money is our production money. I go back to the question, am I living my dream? And I have to tell this guy right now, buddy, you are living your dream.